Hello YouTubers. Okay, so this is the first of the low light tests. This is the camera in 720p at 30 frames per second. I have the default settings on, so there's no low light settings, no automatic settings or anything like that. It's basically the default. So this is what it's like. From what I can remember of the DC1, this is quite similar. Now what you've got to remember is this hasn't got the BSI sensor like the DC10 has got, and I think one of the waterproof ones has got the BSI sensor. So now what I'm going to do is turn the main light on. So that's with the main light on. Obviously a lot better with the main light on. Colours, it seems brighter, but the colours are a bit more vivid. So yeah, that's not too bad. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the I mode to see what the I mode does, and then I'll try the low light and the back compensation to see what that's like, and then we'll go outside and see what it's like outside. Okie dokie. So this is the I mode, and the I mode has chosen the low light option. So clearly if I move it down like that, it changes, and then move it up to there, it changes again and goes out of focus. And there it is, back in focus again. Now I'd actually say, it being there, that is really good picture quality, but then putting it back up here, you've got these blue lines going on. I don't know how that's going to translate onto YouTube, and it will be nice if it focuses again anytime soon. Thank you very much. So that is quite dark. I can't see any difference between this and the default settings. Just it looks the same to me. So now I'm going to put the main light on. So that's with the main light, and it's still showing as low light, and now it's gone into automatic mode and out of focus. Marvellous. There we go. It's back in focus again. I would say that is better quality actually than the previous one. Doesn't seem to be as much grain or blue lines as the previous one, so I think that is a slight improvement, but it keeps going out of focus, which is just driving me nuts. Right, so now I'm going to try, well, we've already seen the low light, so now I'm going to try the backlight compensation one, I think, because the automatic mode already did the low light, so we sort of know what the low light is like. So let's have a look, see what the backlight compensation is like. So this is the backlight compensation. Now as I look at that light there, pretty good picture quality, hardly any blue lines. I can't see hardly any blue lines at all. Then we go up to here, and it goes out of focus again. But there you go, it's sort of back. You can change the focus options on this, but obviously you sort of got to pick the right one. Still those blue liney grain things going on. I would say that the BSI sensor would hugely improve this. So now what I'll do is put the main light on. So this is with the main light on. Again, not too bad. Picture quality, when you move it around there's a bit of grain going on, but it ain't too bad. I mean, if I had to do a YouTube video in this lighting, you could do it. It would be alright. I mean, for example, I shall turn the camera around. Now that ain't too bad, is it, really? I mean, depending on where you go in the room, depends on how much light, you know, the more light you get, obviously the less grainage you'll have. I would say it's dark enough outside now for me to do the outside shot. So what I'm going to do is do the night scenery mode and the automatic mode to see if there's any major differences between the two. It is quite windy outside, so I might also try one with the wind noise on and one with the wind noise off. Okay, so this is the automatic shot, and I've put the wind cut on to see if it'll actually make any difference, because it is a bit windy up here. As you can, I don't know if you can see that, but it is still a little bit sort of twilight. It's not quite fully dark yet, but it's dark enough for me to want to do these to see what this is like. Do a little bit of zoomage. It'll also be interesting to see what happens when the zoom zooms in, you know, if it cuts or anything. But yeah, that is quite grainy. It will be interesting to see what the sound is like. Not too great a picture, I must say, but it will be interesting to see how it translates into YouTube and onto my computer. So now let's try the night scenery mode and the wind cut off. Okie dokie. So 720p 30 frames per second, we have the night scenery mode on, and I've turned the wind noise thing off. So it will be interesting to see what it's like. Now that is quite grainy, I must say. What I might try is the automatic mode as well, to see what that does, because it will be interesting to see how that copes with this kind of lighting. I mean, I can't remember what the Panasonic was like in this kind of setting, but I must say it is quite grainy. But then whether it would be the same down there or not, I don't know. So let's see what the automatic mode is. Intelligent automatic mode is what, no, intelligent auto mode I think it is. So is it the best of all the three? I think it's better. I think it's improved. It's showing up as low light. I don't know whether I can zoom in or not. Yep, I can. 60 times is what I've got. I'm not going to go the full way because that just looks silly. But yeah, I apologise about the little spots of rain. If there's any blurs on the screen, that's why. I'll have to clean that off when I'm done. So let's zoom into the light and see what happens. I apologise for the shaky. Now that is, we're now into the digital zoom, and I'd say that's pretty good, all things considered. So yeah, it doesn't do a bad job. I'd say that the automatic mode is probably the best for low light, because it seems to make a good judgment. Obviously you can change the ISO as well, and the auto white, the white balance as well, you can change. All of these things are changeable so that you can improve the low light, and it doesn't take long to set up the settings, so it is quite easy to do it. It will be interesting to see what the sound is like as well, because I did notice on on the last video using this that the sound was a bit rubbish. So there you go, that's my low light tests. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll do some more later on. Okay, bye bye for now.